Hi everyone. Um, wow, it's been what 4, maybe 5 months since I've been on here. I have tried to get on in the past, but YouTube on my laptop is being wonky. It will record part of my video and then just stop. So I'm feeling good today, so I wanted to quick update everybody and hopefully um, YouTube will cooperate with me. Last you heard from me, I was waiting for my CPAP machine. That was, I think, back in December, end of November. And also, I was supposed to have been on a 3-month weight loss diet. So to update you, I got on the CPAP machine just before Christmas. And then also, my last supervised weight loss appointment was like 2 days before Christmas. And um, they were going to submit to insurance and get back to me, and I made them promise not to ruin my Christmas with bad news, and they didn't listen. And the day before Christmas, they called and said, we have requested with your insurance to do another 3 months. Um, just not because I was doing anything wrong, but because they thought it would be good for me to be on the program. So I'm doing 6 months now, and my last appointment is April 4th. Talk about the nose. On my CPAP machine, I have a full face mask, and it sits over my face like this. And I was getting a lot of pressure through here and like up my nose, and it hurts to wear it. So I had a follow up with my pulmonary doctor, and I was on a 4-week download where they put the little card in your machine, and you you're on it for 4 weeks, so you take the card into them and they download the information, and it tracks how you slept and how you breathed and what kind of pressure you used and blah blah blah. And he said, well, you used it good for 2 weeks and then you've gone downhill. And I said, yeah, I've gone downhill because it hurts to use it. So I told him that I had been battling. This is at the beginning of February. Ever since December, I'd had a sinus infection, and just as it got better, I got worse again. And I went to my bronchial tubes because I get bronchitis real easy, and it was just a no-win situation. They were trying every antibiotic they could think of to try to clear up my problem, and it wasn't happening. So, sorry, you have to bear with me. They referred me to an ear, nose, and throat specialist at the beginning of February who sent me for a head CT. And they said that my whole right side and my nose is completely closed off, and that was the reason for all the sinus infections, because air that was coming in was getting trapped with no way out, and all the infection that I was getting had no way to come out also. So he recommended me for surgery to fix my deviated septum, to clear up the back in high school I had my face broken and it healed wrong, and that's what closed this all off. So I had to get all that fixed, and I had something about a concha bullosa. I don't understand what that term is. I haven't Googled it yet. I just learned about it on Tuesday. And they also fixed my terminates. They had to massively reduce them, they said. So they scheduled me for surgery. I went in on Monday and had that done. I was scheduled to be in surgery at 10:30, so I had to be out in Kirkland at 8:30 to get registered and hooked up and everything. And they didn't take me for surgery till 12 o'clock. I was starving laying there. They told me the surgery was going to take 90 minutes, and then I could have my family with me in the recovery room. And then from recovery, they were going to come with me up to my room because they were going to keep me overnight because of the whole CPAP thing. They want to make sure that coming off of anesthesia that I was breathing okay, because I can't use my CPAP. Surgery took 98 minutes instead of 90 minutes. They told me that that I would be in recovery for a few minutes and then they would take me upstairs. I ended up being in recovery till 5:30 that night, just because I wasn't kicking the anesthesia, and my pulse ox kept dropping below 90, and they don't like that. Finally, at 6 o'clock, they took me up to my room, and I was doing fine. I didn't have any pain except for some severe nausea and a really bad headache at the back of my neck. So I sent my husband home because he was going to go to work the next day. Oh, he had the day off Tuesday, but I wanted him to be at home because there's no reason for him to stay at the hospital with me overnight. I was fine. I sent my parents home because they were both going to go to work the next day. After everybody left, I told the nurse, I'm really going to throw up. But she was like, oh, it's just fine. Just breathe. You're okay. Because they had like a CPAP on me, but it sat down here so that like the vapor would rise up. She's like, just take some deep breaths. It'll pass. You're fine. We'll push some more anti-nausea stuff. Sure enough, I ended up throwing up. And I was throwing up a lot of mucousy, bloody grossness, and they said that it was all stuff that I had swallowed during surgery, and that it was good to just throw it all up, don't worry about it. Yeah, it was gross. So come Tuesday morning, I was supposed to be discharged at 11. They weren't going to let me go home because I had a fever and I had swelling in my feet. I didn't have any facial pain. I was just having a hard time kicking anesthesia, and they didn't want to send me home until they felt that I was fully recovered. So when my doctor came by at 11, he said, yeah, you're not going to go anywhere. We'll probably keep you overnight. We'll determine that later. Well, I ended up getting released at about 6 o'clock Tuesday night, and I made it home. And he told me that day 4 would probably be the day where you're in the most pain. Sure enough, Thursday morning, I was in so much pain. Just my face hurt, the pressure. They have packed my nose, so like this is still really swollen, and this is swollen, but like right through here, I can feel the packing that's shoved up inside there. And then like, I'm not going to show you my nose, but there's like dry blood and it drips, and I have to change this all the time. They told me that by Friday I wouldn't need to change it anymore, and I'm still needing to change it like every 20 minutes. So it's pretty gross. But right now it's not really blood like it was at first. Now it's like a red mucus. So I guess that's good. I go in Monday to have all the stuff pulled out and everything, and I have Monday off, and I'm hoping to go back to work on Tuesday because being off for a full week is driving me bananas. I went to my 5-month check-in on Thursday also, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just stayed home and recuperated. I didn't take any pain medicine that morning because I wanted to be lucid when I went to my appointment. Bad idea, because we traveled all the way to Seattle, which is an hour away from us. And I sat there through the appointments, and they could tell I was not doing good at all. And then I made it all the way home, and then I took my pain medicine, and I slept for like almost 12 hours. And I'm having to sleep sitting up, which is hard. So, at my appointment, they tried to tell me that it was my 6-month appointment and that I was done and that they were going to slate me for surgery, blah, blah, blah. My husband was confused, but he didn't say anything, and I was too out of it and hurting to figure out what was going on. But I called them the next morning and said no. But when I was there, they went ahead and slated me on their quote tentative schedule. They come up with a list of people who are slated for a certain time frame of the month for surgery, so that if they have someone who is a no insurance self-pay kind of person, they know how many people are slated to have surgery for that particular week. So they went ahead and put me on the tentative schedule for end of April. So when I called her Friday and I was talking to her, I was like, does that change my surgery? And she said, no, we're going to keep you there because we talked with your insurance and you've talked with your insurance. All they need is that signature saying, yeah, you completed the 6 months, and then we should have your approval. She said, So even with your last appointment on the 4th, if we turn that in and they've got everything, hopefully they'll be quick about faxing us back, and then we can set you up for your surgery. So that's good. So now we're hoping for the end of April. I'm on Facebook. I update Facebook all the time. So if you guys are ever curious as to how I'm doing, look me up on Facebook. There's more things that I want to say, but I am going to wait, and I'm going to try to see if this will upload. I hope you guys are all doing great. Up until last week, I've been keeping up on videos. You guys are awesome. But this last week, obviously, me not feeling good, I haven't been really up to date. So I hope later today, when I'm feeling a little bit better, I'll catch up. But you guys are looking great. You're doing good. Thank you for all your emails and your text messages, wanting to know where the hell I am. I'm still alive, I promise. And I promise I'm going to do better at updating this. There just hasn't been a whole lot to discuss. So with YouTube being cattywampy, it's really hard. So anyway, I think it's time for me to go take a nap. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.